while I'm standing there hitting the bag, I'm thinking, analyzing the rep I just did. 130 kilos. That's all. Yeah, there's some weights here on the floor, but all the weights that can be put on this bar, 130 kilos. So that's like 300 pounds. So I've done 2 singles now, one before going live. And the goal here at the end is just, or at the end, at the beginning, is to just accumulate enough reps that I feel like I completely controlled the form here. Like I could do more weight, but I don't even have more weight here. But it's still heavy enough for me now, especially now. Maybe you can tell, you can see my eyes, they're a little puffy even. I'm in a high state, but it's like the spirit is very high, but the vessel is low energy, needs recovery really. So I'm trying to take care of myself here. I'm careful, just doing the singles, analyzing the rep. I'm just doing this for me, you know. There's no work that I don't have to do this, you know. It's just the investment that I do in myself. And yeah, this is, I want to do, even though I know not a lot of people are going to be watching live here, especially at the start, I just want to share it with you. I know that you will be with me. This will be on YouTube, you know. And yeah, I have no more plan really, that I will train and have it live. What I'm talking about right now, I didn't plan or anything. If some people drop in later on, I often get surprised. It's like, no one is watching here at the start. Then when I feel like I've done the stream with the little people that drop by, it's like, oh, now we're actually quite a few. But I'll do the stream no matter what, because it will be up. So soon time to go for the next try here. And so you see, I haven't pre-decided any specific amount of sets of ones single. I'm just doing singles on 130 probably, but because it feels that way right now, that's the right thing to do. But it could happen after I've done a few more that I just feel like I want to go for more. I see you guys. Yes, but please like and please stick around if you have the time, or if you don't have the time, just have the live in the background or something, you know. Like even mute it if you want to for my statistics. Yeah, it's time for the next single. Watch this, you guys. Watch this, you guys. This is so much fun, you know. Not just training by myself. Like, yeah, I've always had myself in here, right? But knowing I have some people with me. We'll see. There may very well be a rep set on that way too, if you guys stick around. I'm here. I saw you squatting with great form. Thanks, man. All Solar Nights hit like Marvin Brown. Thank you. Appreciate that. Gonna start working out seriously now. Yeah, please, Patbar. Please tell me what I can do for you so that that's easier. What kind of content do you want? What exactly do you want it to look like when I tell you? What do you need to be told? Do you understand? It's a mutual thing, this. This is what life is about. I have a lot of results and success and progress for me, but I can't share it with you, but you have to do your part. You see that this is how life works. We all do our part. I'm gonna go hit the bag a little bit more. I'm a little hot. I'm gonna be trying, I started trying this on Gotland actually, this experiment that I do intermittent fasting, and I've been rigid with the fasting. It's funny because at this point it's so ingrained just in the way I live my life that I don't even find it that interesting to talk about. I don't feel like fasting is my thing, if you understand. It's just so, because it is so my thing so much. But so I've been, quite rigid at times, and I find the, balance with how strict are you supposed to be with your intermittent fasting window and that. But now I'm going to experiment with having coconut water 50-50 with orange juice, like a liter or so with about two together, before I start counting it as breaking my fasting window. Just a little bit of carbs, water, and electrolytes. I take some sodium with it, of course. I took the sodium pre-workout now. But yeah, in this bottle, because coconut water is pretty low calorie, the orange juice, a little bit of carbs. So I think 1 liter is probably like 200 calories, something like that with this. And for me, an athlete, I have it, it's a purpose. I can feel like how it's a nice little boost to keep you going during the workout. Not that I need it, but I feel like it's a little biohack that I can do. So I'll be experimenting with this. I'll let you guys know about that. It's great. It's awesome. The coconut water, when I wasn't used to it, and when I expected something else, when I tasted it for the first time, I was like, but when I knew what it was going to be like and drink it, it's like, yeah, it's nice. I can feel this is refreshing. It's a lot of potassium in it. A lot of what you drink stay with you. And so a little bit of orange juice, but even not full on sweetness, because it's 50-50 with the coconut water. That's lower sugar, but a little bit of carbs in there, and that's hydrating too. That's the big issue when you do the prolonged fasts with just the snake juice. The electrolytes, they will do something on their own, just having the salts. But a little bit of carbs is just going to help so much. It's going to help stay with you. That's why you have to keep drinking the salts when you do snake juice fasts, because they're not in your system for as long. There's nothing to stick to, kind of. So this is why I am trying adding, it's not that you need a huge amount of carbs, just a little bit of carbs to my snake juice, I was going to say. That's interesting. I actually realize as I'm talking about this, maybe I will try this on future fasts. I've been afraid, actually, because of all the propaganda from fucking Cole snake diet, that we can't have any calories on the fast, like that will magically ruin something with the fast. But you gotta see it for what it is. Like, yeah, some things, digestion, for instance, it would be better off just don't fucking have anything, just the salts. There's the difference there if you have 200 calories even. But for the purposes I'm talking about, rehydrating and staying well, still gonna be a huge calorie deficit if you're fasting for cutting. And so I am actually, the next time I do a fast, I'm fucking gonna invite you all to the fast. I'm gonna do it officially. I pre-announced that now. That idea I just came up with, we're just gonna see when. Because I'm not gonna be fasting personally for at least 1 or 2 months more, like a longer fast like that. Because I'm thinking like a 72-hour fast when we try this idea with the coconut water and the orange juice together. Cool thing, and you can, of course, if you want, you can be ahead of me on this one. You can go and try it and report back to me. How was it? I was thinking I was only going to do back squats, but I'm actually going to feel like front squatting a little bit. You just feel like that would crack my back in the right way. But 130 is a little heavy. I can do it. Should I just go for it? Are you guys watching? The chat is hidden. Have you kept talking to me? Badass. Motivation speech from you are great. Thanks, man. Indeed, Marvin Brown. Are you fasted right now during a hammer fast? Are you on a hammer fast? I am not. Like, this is the coconut and orange juice thing. But apart from that, I'm fasted, and I'm going to be eating shortly after breaking this session. Then I have a couple calls planned with new clients, new apprentices of the Solar Knight Academy. It's happening, you guys. I think I'm ready to fucking explode with this channel, and not only the coaching, it's the thing is, my personal success is directly tied to the success of a lot of other people that I could help. Do you understand? And so yeah, I have to try and reach my full potential. I'm trying to help others help me reach my full potential, and I try to help you. We help you, help me, help you, help me, help you, help me. That's what life is about. If you saw, I uploaded a little short, like unfortunately with the screens, if I wanted to count as a short video on YouTube, it has to be 1 minute, and I'm too big mouth, even in the text. So each screen is 6.6 seconds, which is kind of funny. Like the divine average of everything. I see the patterns very clearly in my life with everything right now, you guys. I know I sound almost manic, but I finally found the balance in this. I am not God. You know, Theo, that means God. Theodor means the gift from God. I'm just very close to God right now, but this time I finally know that I am not. But anyway, I'm gonna keep talking about this if you ask me questions and stuff. But let's go for the front squat, you know. Okay. I'm not gonna do the front squat. I never gone to a 130 front squat without filling out lower weights first. Maybe I'll do it later at lower weights, but I was a little too cocky there. But see, my old self would have thought I was God and I can just lift it. But no, I can't carry everything on my shoulders. I can just carry a lot on my shoulders. Yes, let's do a back squat instead. It feels so much lighter when I pick it up here now. I could do more reps here, but I think it's a better choice actually to keep the rep sets now at slightly lower. I go to 120. Bulking currently, so can't fast. No, that's fine. You shouldn't then. Yeah. Did someone say something else? The amount of effort you put into this channel is really great. You deserve to be a lot bigger. Well, thanks, man. I mean, all I can do is, if you can, on your end, if you truly care about this, you know, put as much effort as you can into helping this. And all that means you're not expected to do as much as I do for you, because I have the luxury of, you know, the thing I do. I kind of just have to do my thing and show it off, and it affects a lot of people. But every little person can do their part for me also back. Right? That's what we all are supposed to do for God. Do you understand? So I'm a mini God. I'm not God, but understand, in this situation, I'm the one that puts out something for you to receive, and you can give something back. That's all. So comment, like, do things like let the video just run in the background, even when you're not watching properly, or muting because you don't have the time. I understand everyone can't prioritize, oh, I'm going to help this guy with his YouTube channel. But do your little part. That's all I am asking for. All I'm asking for. And appreciation in your words, you see how that's all I need. And it's when you express appreciation and stuff, you do the comments and all stuff like this, you know. So it's very easy. It's not... Do you see how this can be? Neither of us is using the other one. We're like, we both have use for each other, but we're not using each other. We're uplifting each other in the ways that we can in this particular dynamic. That's what life is about. And can you tell that some of the things I'm talking about right now, some people who went like egomaniac, they talk like this. And I have, to be honest, become egomaniac in the past. It's just that it never took expressions in me fucking up my life completely again. I just know that then I got a little too full of myself. When I think back to videos for like 2 summers ago, I know that in a sense I'm exaggerating a cocky, confident character at some points when I just feel like delivering it like that. But I can hear now when I watch an old lady like, you know, a little bit of he really thinks that guy that he's the greatest, you know. And now it's like I've 2 times had to learn a certain lesson, and now the third time around, it's like, okay, I got it now. I get to experience all this greatness again, but I am not great. I am not Theo, really. I'm Theodor. Should I go by Theodor from this point? But you know, now I guess God will understand that Theo is just a shorter nickname. It's just faster. But I am Theodor, actually. It means the gift of God, and Theo means God, literally. If you don't know the letters, that's what it means in Greek. Yeah, so I just have a lot to give right now, you guys. And you know, not everyone, a lot of people would want to believe, this guy is crazy. What is he talking about? But yeah, I see some of what he's saying, but he's like full of himself and he's got this wrong and blah, blah, blah. I don't care about that. It's like those people are going to exist. I'm talking to you. Yes, you, exactly the person I hears me say this right now. You and no one else is who I'm talking to. The one who can listen to this, the one who can hear this message. Yeah, it's very interesting, guys, to feel things like extremely strong emotions and clarity and confidence and self-esteem. I really like myself in all of this, but like not get ahead of myself. I'm lucky, I'm blessed. Thank you so much. Let's just enjoy the ride. Let's do the things. I do my part, trying to do the best impact on the world I can. The people watching now, the people that will see this later on, the people that will see my message in videos I do in the past, that find my old ones, that I meet in real life. Let me tell you a story about, before the next set, I can tell this story. I walked to buy coconut water and orange juice, among other things. I was like, I've been drinking a bit too much coffee. I use coffee a bit to balance myself out, and I drank just a bit too much. So I'm a bit jittery, and I'm like, okay, I should act on, instead of just feeling the emotion, I should, because I could feel like my body is exhausted, but I have this too high energy from the coffee now, okay? I should calmly, quite calmly walk to the store and buy stuff. I do that before I train because I need to go buy shit. I came home from Gotland, you know, only a couple of days ago. So I have stuff I gotta buy. I pick my, you know, make myself ready and go. And I'm halfway there. It's like a 15-minute walk. I realize that shit, I forgot my wallet now. I have my phone, but I have bags. I wear bags because they're expensive now because the Environment Party, they're taxing the bags, you know. So I bring a couple of bags, but I didn't bring my wallet. So should I turn around and get it? What if I have to go there again? I was gonna train, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm like, no, but you know what? I just trust the divine flow that I'm flowing with all the time right now in life. I'm sure I could just ask someone, or they have a card. I have this app so I can send them money with a phone, you know. I'll just go and ask. And of course I go and ask. Ask and you shall receive, of course. Why would someone say no if I come and I'm just nice and explain the situation? Why would they not do that? People aren't that such assholes, right? So I come immediately, the woman is like, yes, yeah, well, you can use my card. I don't have to ask for it because she knows what I want and she just offers to do it. And then I, like a robot, go and pick up exactly what I need. Eggs, kefir, Greek yogurt, orange juice, coconut water. I'm thinking of the other things I want to buy because I like, when I'm there, sometimes I want to be efficient and pick up stuff. I realize, no, I got meat, honey, potatoes, blueberries, raspberries, sauerkraut, carrots, and pickles at home. And those are basically the foods I eat with a bit of variety, you know, a cycling salmon there and some other meats and la-di-da, you know. I ate sushi yesterday. I treated myself to ordering food for the first time in, I don't know, a year at least, you know. And sushi is quite okay food with the right quality, but so this woman offered me this. She paid. It was 347 crowns. So that's about $35 or euros, about. And so I sent her 500 crowns. Yeah, so $50 euros basically. It's it's always been around there. And you know, to someone, to the wrong person, this me telling you this could come up as like bragging, like, look at me, I'm so nice, I give more money. That it's not about that, you know. It's like it was a mutual thing. She did something for me there. She saved me time and effort. I was like, oh, it's going to end up not buying anything and have a solution. I have a plan, but she made it so that I could keep following my plan, and I uplift her back. I give her something back for that, a little bit of extra money. It's not a big deal. And do you realize if everyone did this, you know, do you understand that? See, you do shoulder shrugs. Oh, that's funny. I sit with my whole like inspired rant about life and God, and I see all you guys are asking about the fitness stuff, but that's fine, of course. That's awesome. Um, mm. Yeah, yeah. So I was done with the story there, I guess. Anyway, let me do it like this now. I do like 3 to 5 reps here with 120, and then I come and answer your other questions. Have some coconut water and orange juice. It's so good, you guys. You know, when you're in tune with your body, when you're with the divine flow, you know, you can just know what things are good for you. I just feel like, yes, this is exactly what I need right now. I gotta check one thing I just thought about that I saw in the chat now. Domin, I hope you're still there, my guy. You know, Domin is a great guy that I got to know. Yeah, he's just an awesome guy. He said 120 times 8. Wow. I mean, okay, if I remove the pause, I can do 120 times 8 now, I think. I remove the pause. You know, I've been doing the pause squats just because my leg has been so unstable, but I can pretty much be stable now if I warm it up. So I'll go for 8 reps for Domin. For you, my boy. So the first one, I'll probably semi-pause, and then I'll just keep going. Oh. What? It was a mistake. Wow. See how beautiful and random funny life is. Funny life is. Just flow. Don't be upset with the randomness and unpredictability of certain aspects. You get better and better at predicting things, the more you don't care about when things don't go as you expected. Does that make sense? Oh. Thanks, Domin, and both for the credit on the reps and the story. Shoulder shrugs, no. Like traps, if that's why you ask, I have pretty good traps. It's just, you know, get strong as fuck on all these heavy compounds, like rows of different kinds, deadlifts. To be honest, deadlifts, at least because I had pretty pronounced traps 2 years ago too. And it was then I really, I did a lot of fucking deadlifting, high volume, heavy deadlifting. And yeah, my traps just go boom. And it's kind of funny because you're not thinking when you're deadlifting, now I'm training my traps. And it's kind of a, you can get surprised if you're sore in your traps after just deadlifting when you did nothing else when it was obvious that they were involved there. But if you do those things, Romanian deadlifts, shoulder presses, a lot of this shit, just a lot of volume for this kind of area, I feel like I personally have never had any need. I did a little bit of shrugs at the end of my bulk, the start of this year, so in March or something, with a trap bar. But I still feel like it's all the big stretch when you do bigger compounds. And also, pulling movements like that, the upper traps get hit too. Marvin Brown, you told a few times that you like singing. Are you still doing it sometimes? You have written your own music songs. Not much writing music and songs for me. I've always liked improvising in music. I can play guitar, I can play very few songs, but except I just do a jam. That's always been my thing. Just use the guitar to jam. It's just a vessel for me to express music right now. Singing, I've done a lot in the choir, a high level. If you go and look up the choir 08, 0 with letters and an 8 number, 08. Yeah, it's the choir I used to be in. Yeah, and I was the social media manager, so I have a lot of the shit you'd find from that isn't recent, I've put out. And I don't miss it. Like the choir was great. I don't regret the experience or anything. It was amazing. But it's just that chapter in my life is closed. I went and saw the concert. It was great sitting in the audience and sucking in this choir's performance. But it's not for me anymore, this one. It could be under certain circumstances, but it isn't right now. So we'll see. I'll probably sing in some choir at some point. Yeah. But yeah, that's it basically. But I do sing sometimes on my story on Instagram. I have put out a few clips here on YouTube too when I sing. I would sing something to you now. I'm a little, still, I definitely get a little bit nervous from that. But I think if I let this is why. Do you understand, you guys, that I know I come off as confident and maybe even arrogant in my highest states, but I have fears to face too. Do you understand that? It's not that, everything is just easy for Theo. Theo has such an easy thing. Oh, lucky Theo that he can do this so easily. Like, yeah, some of the things eventually kind of become like that. I don't have to think about it, but I have my own shit too. So singing for you guys, for instance, because I have many traumatic memories of wanting to sing and express myself fully, but I'm freaking out in panic, And I'm not gonna get panic now, but I'm saying it can still affect me, so I get a little physical expression, like a little slightly higher pulse, so we see, right now I'm not nervous at all, but from the training, kind of the testosterone and dopamine hit, that's immediately freed when you hit some sets like this. More physical, right? And I just don't feel the inspiration, because when I sing and put it out on my Instagram story, it's not that I create this video that I plan to put out. It's like, in this moment, I feel like singing to you. Do you understand? I want to express this to you right now. But now when you put the idea on, or you put the idea, I put the idea in my mind, I guess, to sing, I might sing in a while. It zooms in when I drop it. Like that. So cool. Gonna check it out. Yeah. So this what? I'm back. I've given myself. I'm focusing on work a lot because I know I have. You see the flow I have when I talk. I can change my ideas and express myself very, very clearly because everything is just aligned for me right now. But I know that, I talk about the low and high states. All human beings have those lows and high states, but I think I have just had such huge highs and lows. So, it's upping the C game, learning better to manage my low states when I don't have as much to give, but to maintain as much as I can and riding the wave and doing as much output as I can at a high state. And so it's so easy for me right now to not think of the training like super seriously on my standard to like drive progress. I can just kind of a workout like this when I'm going completely by feel is all I need to at least stay where I am, to understand, so I can put my energy to like grow in other areas than just muscles for now. But do you see this flow? Like I met this guy from Uzbekistan in the outdoor gym yesterday. Like he was just cranking out pull-ups. Like I said, he's not heavy. He told me later that he weighed like 63 kilos, but you know, he had some, or he looks athletic, but he's doing these pull-ups, full range of motion, and he just keeps cranking it out without breaking form. And he did like, I don't know how many he did, but when he drops, I'm like, wow, good pull-ups. And he's like, it turns out he doesn't know all that much Swedish, but because he is the, you know, this is the thing, people are limited by their fears only. If you think, oh, I won't be able to understand, oh, this is embarrassing, oh, we don't know the language, oh, this is difficult to deal with. But if you just want to solve the problem, both of you, you can have communication. So I hung out with this guy for 2 hours, even though he is limited Swedish, with all this use of body language and want, and sometimes bring out the phone, Googling, translating, something like that. We can have full-on communication, basically. Yeah, and you just see the flow I'm in right now. And when you find other people who have some sort of flow too, you can just flow together like that. And it's beautiful. Again, that's what life is about. You know, the thing now, when I'm high state but under recovered, is that I'm basically as strong as I usually am. It's just my conditioning is much worse now. If I got a few days more better sleep, I slept well for 2 nights now, but I haven't really for a week before that, and done shit all the time. So then I could be doing more reps at these weights. But I can make it more difficult for myself in ways that, you know, so I can do lower reps and get away with it. So I'm probably gonna do that, like past reps now on 120, see what that is. 1 or 2 backup offsets, maybe some front squats at the end. Yeah. Dizzy. Just one more. You see, I can do more. It's just that I'm allowing myself. I don't need to. I get enough stimulation from what I do. Yeah, it's like muscles are strong, but tired, just tired. They don't wanna fire. I have to use so much willpower. And the thing is, it's the warrior approach, the workout. But I have other work to do. If I do that now, the workout might go good, you know, but is it the right priority? I have other work. If I want to make other videos like this, I'm gonna have client calls. I'm gonna be completely fucking knocked out from going to failure on a set of squats. Maybe not. And as I gotta ask myself, am I not doing enough, you know? Leads me to another point. You know, I get viewed a lot like an extreme person. Thus, like, just imagine on Gotland, when everyone else is sleeping, I wake up at 4, I take a picture of the morning sun, I run naked in a bathe in the ocean, come up, I put the sauna on some days. I don't have the morning sauna. I don't have the, yeah, I don't have it every day, but I put the coffee on, or my brother prepares, my autistic brother always prepares the coffee, so I can just go in and put on the coffee brewer. I have coffee, sauna some days. I have my club bell, swing that around in the grass some, and when the others go up, I've been to the store, I bought food, I've done my whole morning routine there. I've already had half a day of great stuff, and people think I'm extreme, but some get jealous and they want to hate on it, and some get inspired, like probably most of you guys watching right now. But the thing is, even if you get inspired and think that I have an insane regimen, I have guys in my life that I think they make me feel like I'm doing too little and I should do more. And this is again how life works. We're setting examples for each other. It's a Swedish guy, Opti Holm, on Instagram. Great content, very similar to mine. He's quite similar in his person. We're kind of similar guys, but he's 7 years older than me. He's like a big brother to me. Like he's on the same lifestyle, but I feel like we're on the same path. He's just ahead of me, and I'm following him, among others. There are several on the same path, but yeah. So it's always like this. This is the beauty of life, guys. Always someone better than you that you can be inspired by. Or you can hate them, of course, and stay where you are. But yeah, I look pretty swole sitting here. Yeah. You see, this is the kind of thing, self-love. I put a story of this on my Instagram, that people think you're arrogant and full of yourself, but what if the good things you just share and express about yourself are true? I think I look fucking great here. Look, sitting here blonde with my tan, smiling, little yellow teeth from all the coffee and snooze. That's something I should improve, but nice shirt, goes well with my eye color and hair and tan. It's just the truth then. But a lot of people, they just talk. But if their talk is inspired by the lie and not the truth, then it's no good, But you may share. The truth is always right, Then the way you present things you may perceive as the truth sometimes can be deceitful, can be lie, can be the wrong motivation. But you see, truth and lie, it's always like this. There's a lot of things that are good if they are in alignment with the truth, and bad if they are in alignment with the lie. Yeah, the same words can be the truth and the lie. Do you understand? It depends. Words don't really matter. The truth and lies exist independently of our words we use to communicate. I really hope I'm able to communicate this divine thing I'm experiencing right now. Not grandiose, I'm not saying that I'm best in the world, that I know better than everyone else. Right now, I just know a lot, and I'm trying to share it with you guys. That's it. I'm sharing it for my future self when I am blind, when I'm blinded, when the clouds are in the way of the sun again. But for now, just riding the high and pulling as many others up with me as I can. Oh, there was maybe some chatting there. Monologue Theo. Domin said that reps in reserve is also sometimes discipline. Yeah, for me, that's a funny thing. For a lot of people, it's not. But for me, it definitely is. Because I'm the guy, I want to race. I want to race to the finish with it. I do as many reps as I can. Oh, I could have done more. I didn't do enough. But it's like, what if you could, enough. What looks like a detour towards your goal, what you need to accomplish sometimes, is if it's the path that gets you there, and injury-free and all that, then it's the best way. Do you understand? It's not a detour. It just looks like that from the start. Because what may seem like the fastest way, there may be traps, or you make mistakes because you're going too fast. Yeah. I'm just thinking what's next. Maybe I'm done with the back squats. I go down and do some kind of warm-up set on the front squats. I could just, 130, where I'm not going to go. Probably not maybe up to 120 on the front squat, maybe for singles, but not 130, not today. I'll tell you this story. I could, there's no point in putting that out on YouTube, but I was filming ass to grass past front squat, 140 kilos. I never done that. I've never gone for it even, but I just felt the same thing on the trip, that I have no stamina, but I have my strength, and I think I could do this PR. So I put the camera, I walk out with 140 kilos, I go down and pass, I barely hit it. I so barely hit it, but I grind through it and like, yeah! With a big shout, scream like that at the top. Then I go to watch it on the video. It's not always that I even feel like seeing the PB video immediately, because I'm like, I know I hit it. Like, I share the video later, but it's I want to see it because it's a cool exercise. Front squat, having the weight here, going down ass to grass, passing it, exploding up. And then the fucking camera has flipped from back camera to front, because I want to use the back camera because it's higher quality, and it's filming the wall while I am squatting, no video. But you know, because I'm so I could be like, how could this happen? I want to show it off to the world. But I could show it off. I could jokingly share this on my Instagram and be like, lol, see what happened. And sure, if someone doesn't believe me, I don't give a shit. The truth is that I took this personal best. I would have liked to have it on the video. That's why I recorded it. But now, this is what happened, the randomness of life. And I dealt with a new situation like this. Do you understand? This is what I wanted to teach on this channel all along since I started, because this is the lesson I've learned in my panic attacks. You were watching. I've watched all my videos almost, watched many videos. This is the lesson I want you to know. Like, if you are fine with, you can get everything you want in life. Everything and more. If you are fine with not deciding everything, how that happens, how and when that will happen. You have to leave that into the hands of God and trust that no matter how, you can't see it, you can't feel it, you feel hurt, betrayed, wounded, tainted, destroyed, suffering, but you keep on struggling. That is the way of the struggler, the God struggler. To just know that if I struggle on for long enough, the good will come. And more. It's all there on the other side. Let's do front squats. Let's start at 90 kilos, I think. It's a little slippery on his shirt. I would need to be a little sweatier, but I'm kind of dehydrated. That's why I love this drink so much right now. So you are some watching but not commenting or chatting. Can you at least confirm that you enjoy my monologue? Because, when you're talking the truth, when you're in great connection with the truth and you want to deliver it to others, it's like, I recorded a voice message at home that I did send to some people afterwards, but I started recording it and I'm talking to no one in particular. I'm just letting kind of God, the universe, express itself through me. But you can influence what I choose to express here on the stream. Right now, I'm full of insights for my own life too. I'm loving my own life and process right now. But I want to involve you in this. I'm so surprised. People are so afraid for some reason. Don't reach out much, even when I try to encourage you. Domin, thank you, man. Yes, of course. Domin, I really love this guy. I really, really do, Domin. I love all people, but you get a more characterized, specific love for all the people you have interactions with. And yeah, you're a great guy, man. I appreciate that you found me. You found me. That's the thing. Scared to be special. Exactly. That's what all the people, the fake Maddie. Okay, now he said it, so I guess that's the thing with Domin. And he sees that he sees what him and I share. Really, he just happened to venture on the wrong path for a while, but he's finding his way to the right path, and will be the solar knights. The noble Maddie shall rise again. Life is amazing, you guys. My life feels like, let me tell you what my life feels like. Let me talk more about me, you guys. It's an adventure. I feel like I'm a knight, the solar knight. I called myself in a story, I put out the Solar King, which it sounds a little full of myself, and it is in a way, because I am not there yet. I'm not the king yet. I'm the aspiring Solar King. But I'm like a leader of a pack. Do you understand? My tribe, my squad, my troops, solar knights and maidens, and yeah, that's what my life feels like. Like, just imagine. I use the word to make it clear. Solar knight. I actually feel like it's a spirit. It's a spiritual battle going on, right, for all of us. Life is about overcoming struggle and just continuing life. That's what life's about. And I want to struggle together. I'm very strong and capable in this world. And I want to collect other people who want to learn from my school of thought, teachings, way of living life. That's what I'm looking for here. And yeah, that's what life feels like. It feels like an epic video game where I'm a fucking paladin. And I'm just slaying all the monsters and recruiting people to my army, basically. That's how I feel about life. Do you understand? I understand I'm not literally in a video. There are no literal dragons here, but it's all a metaphor, a euphemism, whatever. It's fun. I understand why everything is so clear to me right now. I just want to tell you everything, you guys, but that's enough about me for now. I'm probably just gonna do singles here. I wish I could get more of a sweat on. Almost, but that's gonna take a while. I'm like, my muscles are warm and my nervous system is on, but I'm just not like, that thing is just not going, the cardiovascular. So I'll keep it low rep here, I guess. There are a lot of dragons in the world. Yeah. Well, bro, Domin, if you'd ever want to take up the coaching again and focus more on these things, that's look, I'll tell you my burden. I'll be really open about something here. I'll be very vulnerable for you guys. When I started my own business this year and I took on the clients, Domin among others, I went into a low state. Apart from like this business thing, it's very cool and I'm gonna do this, but so many, I don't gonna go in and tell the whole story, but I went depressed. I went into a low state, and I hated so much that I couldn't be there for all the people I was coaching, and that like this. Because I am hard on myself. I was there. I have zero complaints from a client ever. Ever. I mean, someone might have thought I've done something not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not God, but we see what I'm saying. No one has ever had any complaints coming to me and saying that this was not what I expected. You did this or something, but I couldn't be there fully like this. I didn't have a high energy. I could be there for exactly the minimum, I feel like, but it's enough for a lot of people. but I know I could uplift them even more in my high state. And yeah, well, Domain, if you feel like, because you have a kind of a scared, negative outlook on the world, and so I always hate this part. I don't want to sell coaching to you like that, but I really right now, I think the thing that you would need from me to help you get further, I think I have to give to you more. I know that you got use out of the coaching we did, and I did from you too. I did as well, but I think now we know more what it is that you need, you know. Yeah. So it's a great feeling now, by the way. That's right. When I feel like that, I'm not fully there for my clients. I mean, some of them I still had, you know, and now I feel like, yes, I thank you for staying with me. Thank you for seeing that I brought you good help. Now I'm going to finally uplift you to the next level, you know, because that's what it may have to look like. In life, we pull each other up. Even if I have shit to give, I might be passed by my own shit sometimes. And if you are patient with me then and allow me to do my work on my own, boom, I will explode and give you more back later. And that's what I do for my clients all the time. You know, that's why I don't put them on my regimen immediately, because I have to meet them where they are and give them the tools. I give them the pointers like, go this way. It's kind of that way. But then they have to walk on their own. Then they can come and discuss like, I think I walked into a trap or something. I'm like, that kind of trap, you know. This might be a way to walk around it. Do you understand? This is how this works. So, yeah. It's like, that's why it's so shallow. When people see me lifting here in the gym and stuff, yeah, the same thought process is applied to everything here, but it's not about lifting weights and building muscle. Yes, I love that technically. As the nerd I am, building my body, just like it's funny, I started laughing at the absurdity. It's just blowing yourself up like the biggest action doll you can be, because it's not the most important thing. It's fun, but it's really a journey for the soul, right? Just to feel good, realize your true fullest self. That's what I'm doing here on this channel. I try to invite you to do the same things. That's what we're here in life. That's why we're here. We can actually there's a sink here. I'll take a little bit of water and put on my shoulders. Make a little bit more friction. You go up and wait. I'll probably do this stream for another 20 minutes or so. Hey, my automated thinking did it wrong there. I put the 15. Was supposed to be left there. But you see, the way I go about my life is I'm just kind of watching and observing what this is doing, and you know, the less I try to be involved in the input of Theo here, the more it just goes the way Theo wants it to. Do you understand? Great squats, full-time hack squatter over here. Domin, the death of my brother, if you can remember, has a lot to do with it. Well, bro, you told me about all that, and when I was there for you and sympathized with you over your brother, it's not like you continued going on expressing how you feel about it. And I'm not telling you to do that now on this stream. But if we talk, bro, let's just have a call sometime. I'm not even like, oh, you're starting as a client with me. We're friends also. Like, we're bros. We're we're on the same level, same path here. And I want to help you. And that I understand, of course. You mentioned it. You wouldn't even have brought it up if it wasn't a big thing. But you feel, I guess, you should be able to go on with it. Life is fucking miserable. How could that happen? I understand it all. And I feel you. And I love you, Domin. I love you. It's like, what I want to say about all those things, is I understand fully the pain. But that's what happens in life, unfortunately. Some of those things we can't get it like clear and say, oh, why did that have to happen? So if you let God's will be done, not yours, you can, without even having to think, oh, I'm glad or sad that happened, you, in the here and now, everything is so aligned and perfect the way it should be, that you're like, I mean, we're here now, things played out the way they did, and then we go playing, but you could be like, in your case, like, I wish my brother was here to see this, but you can kind of, then you will, when you find peace with it, you will kind of more enjoy that my brother, he would have been happy about this, or something like this. Do you understand? So this is how all our demons, we can find strength in them. It's like me again. You say it has a lot to do with your brother. My brother, he's not dead, but he's autistic, and so he has been living in a hell on earth instead. And I've always seen him suffer so much, and I've been so unable to help him. Don't you think the pain from that has kept me back a lot in my life too? And the way I felt like I need to be there for him. And I realized it goes into my coaching. Almost all the guys I coach, I feel it's the dynamic of my little brother. I want to save them. I see the potential in how things could be, and I want to do that for them. And yeah, I've done it for myself. I am my own big brother. I'm my own best friend. This is one of those things that can sound very full of yourself when, for people that can't see, have too much ego and he's so full of himself, there must be something wrong. But you can find a level where you enjoy the person you are so much. You don't blame yourself for the mistakes you do, and funnily enough, that makes you do less mistakes. But when they happen, you're like, fuck, it was wrong. What can I learn? How do I go about it? Painful things that happen to, shit, this was difficult. I have to struggle now. I'm not at my fullest right now, but I keep on struggling. And then on the highs, you're like, yes, thank you for all the work you put in for me during the lows, the struggle. Now I can enjoy the ride instead. And it's like struggle. Yeah, the squats are heavy now, and I'm a little scared of some performance anxiety doing it for you guys. But I've done it so much, I'm so comfortable with all this because I've done it. I live it. You have to live it. You have to mold yourself after the way you live your life. Someone coming here. Okay, we end the stream. Thank you for this time, guys. Peace.